Have you started having digestive issues following a concussion or traumatic brain injury? I'm Dr. Zimmerman, known as the brain guy. So that is a common symptom that can occur where you get indigestion, maybe you're having heartburn, constipation, diarrhea, bloating, don't feel you're digesting stuff appropriately. So what I wanted to do is review some of that research with you. A lot of people focus on gut when you start having those issues, but is that really the best approach? Or is it missing some stuff? So, because I get a lot of people that come in here, dealing with gut issues following those injuries, and they've taken supplements like none other, trying to repair their gut lining, trying to get, their food tolerances to improve, and it's just not working. So, here's a schematic. So, this is from the brain gut axis dysfunction and the pathogenesis of traumatic brain injury. So basically, what happens with the brain to gut connection with a traumatic brain injury? So you first have to start with, well, what does a traumatic brain injury do? This also occurs in concussions to a little bit of a lesser degree, but it's still occurring. But this could also even be applied to neurodegenerative conditions because there's a lot of overlapping stuff, especially right here with any neurodegenerative condition. But basically, once you take this injury, you start getting these called DAMP, so it's damage associated molecular proteins. Basically, they're things that causes the immune system to react. And as a result, your immune system in your brain is mostly your microglial cells. Their job is to clear up debris. So they see debris, they go Pac-Man style, and they're going to eat it, okay, and remove it. One of the other things that happens though is when you get a breach in your blood-brain barrier, you get these peripheral immune cells. So these are the immune cells within the body. They also come in here to do stuff. Now, that can be good and bad, but often it can go bad. And so that's that first part. Now, with these injuries, it disrupts the blood-brain barrier. This can create inflammation, which ultimately can lead to more brain cell loss. And you can see this just is a self-perpetuating cycle. Also, beyond inflammation, we get mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria is responsible for producing energy. So that becomes an issue. Also, we have changes in cerebral blood flow. We know that happens initially after a concussion, and it can also persist. Same thing's true with traumatic brain injuries that are more severe. Now, as we're going down this, ultimately, once again, traumatic brain injuries, while it is an injury to the brain, I don't want you to get stuck on the fact that a traumatic brain injury only impacts the brain. If that is over focused on, then we miss the boat and we're just as guilty of what I talked about at the beginning, which is trying to treat the gut when there's a brain injury and ignoring the brain. The same thing is true on the other side is if you've got a brain injury and you've got gut issues and you only want to treat the brain, guess what? You also won't get the same results. So I'm going to skip this part. So now we go down to here. So you've got your gut lining, okay? Things shouldn't be coming through. Now this gets breached. So they consider it dysbiosis. So this is an alteration of gut bacteria, basically an imbalance of bacteria. This ultimately impacts and causes intestinal permeability. So imagine you've got something, right? Like you've got a good security system, you're really controlling who comes in and out of those gates. Same thing is true within our gut. But with these brain injuries, you get intestinal permeability. This ultimately damages the mucosa, which protects the gut lining, but also leads to inflammation, okay? Creates more issues here. And then on the other side, you have what's called your vagus nerve that goes from the brain to the gut, also sends signals back from the gut to the brain. So I hope you see, right, there's a lot of stuff happening with a traumatic brain injury. And so traumatic brain injuries very much impact the gut as well as how they impact the brain. So what should be done in trying to improve a traumatic brain injury? Once again, concussion is the most common form, but also with getting the gut back on track. Well, you have to start with evaluating what is the functionality of the brain. You have to understand what's happening there. The best ways to do that is with balance and eye movement testing, and also even using brain waves can also be very important. Next thing you have to do is say, okay, great, we understand how the brain's currently connecting. Let's put together a plan to connect it better. So we'll solve this like our one pillar. The other pillar is going to be what can sabotage the ability of this to connect in the way we want it to. So that's pillar two. Pillar two will separate into two more subpillars. Subpillar number one is what's happening within the body. So is there anything we see on blood work, thyroid and iron-based issues, red blood cells, white blood cells, plus also what are we having within gut? So there's different tests that can be done there. That needs to be addressed to support the brain healing. Now, on the other side, that second pillar is what about prior issues with impaired stress response, depression, PTSD, anxiety, abuse, and things like that? If that's at play, then that also is going to create more issues and prevent people from getting to where you want to be. So, just a synopsis on this: traumatic brain injuries ultimately impact the gut, creating a wide variety of digestive issues, bloating, distension, diarrhea, constipation. Maybe you've been diagnosed with IBS. Maybe you find you're reactive to foods you haven't had issues with before. And really, this list can go on and on. So if you're dealing with gut issues following a traumatic brain injury, you have to treat both the brain and the gut. It's not a one or the other. You ultimately need to do both, but make sure you're doing both, okay? If not, you've probably already done this and you're frustrated because there's no amount of glutamine, there's no amount of, zinc carnosine, probiotics and everything that's going to repair your gut if your brain isn't healthy enough, because your brain has to fire down to maintain your gut lining. So hope you found this useful. Comment, let me know what your thoughts are. What did you like? What didn't you like? And what would you like me to talk about next time? And if you'd like to work with me, here's how.